G'day everyone, my name is Thomas Murphy, and today I'll be showing you guys my Yu-Gi-Oh! Red Eyes deck profile. That is actually my personal deck, and of course, you know me with Yu-Gi-Oh! The Red Eyes archetype has been my overall number one favourite, even though, yeah, Blue Eyes has just gotten a bit too overrated. People are now, using all these other overrated archetypes, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But, anyway, with all doing said, I'm just going to be showing you my personal Red Eyes deck profile. You also may remember this old video. Well, it's not old. It's been, made since, 11 months. Yeah, 11 months ago. 10 or 11 months ago of me playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With my friend Kane. And I was using my Red Eyes deck, and he was using his Yasenju deck. And, yeah, and he basically kept beating me with it. I'm going to be showing you guys the deck that I used when I was battling my friend Kane. Just put it to the table. Fuck. Please excuse me. Here we have is the deck. I'm just going to be showing you guys the main deck. So we got 2 Red Eyes Black Dragons for normal monsters, a Meteor Dragon, Summon Skull, and a Flameveil Guard. These are the 5 normal monsters I put up. You can, you don't really have to, but you can actually have a third Red Eyes Black Dragon if you want. I mainly rather 2. This is actually my very first Red Eyes Black Dragon card. Well, my very first card that I had back in 2004. And, this is my brother's old Summon Skull because he had Yugi's deck. Anyway, so here's the normal monsters. And of course, Flameveil Guard is a tuna monster. Duh. Effect monsters. I got 2 copies of Blackstone Legends. I really want to get a 3rd copy, but, God, food is more important. We got 3 Black Metal Dragons, Dragonity Branderstock, a Red Eyes Black Chick, and a Red Eyes Baby Dragon, which these are like the other small cards that help me special summon my bigger monsters. And yeah, this deck is kind of a 60 card deck, or no, over 50. But I'll explain. We got 1 Gearfried, which I do want to get another one. And another Red Eyes Baby Dragon. Red Eyes Retro Dragon, 2 copies. A Red Eyes Wyvern. Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, a Meteor Dragon. Red Eyes Impact, 1 Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Another Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. That's about it for effect monsters. When you play Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is like one of the best dragon type monsters to have in any dragon type deck, whether it be a Supreme King deck where you could say your non-pendulum monsters you want to bring out, and you can use this guy to help special summon from your graveyard or your hand. If you have non-pendulums for Supreme King, you could also use it for a Blue Eyes deck. And, yeah, any dragon type deck you want, you have. This guy is really good. But it's not really good if you're going to use it in a Cyberdark deck, because, it's all confusing. Anyway, for ritual monsters, we got 1 Lord of the Red, which is one of my favorite Red Eyes based monster cards in my Red Eyes deck. We got a Cosmic Flare, which, minor spoilers, we'll get to that later. which, yeah, of course, helps me with the negating effect to protect any of my dragons, which you'll see. We got Return of the Dragon Lords. I wish I had bloody 3 copies, but, you know, hey, really hard to find these days, but I got other cards that are good. We got Two Silver's Cries, Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is now limited to 1, and with the cards, I knew that people had a lot of problems and about, you know, trying to summon which is the best card to summon. You know, if I had a choice out of Monster Reborn, say, any of my really high level dragons, or Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, I use Monster Reborn for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. None of my other ones, just Darkness Metal Dragon, because Darkness Metal Dragon is extremely important, and that's why I would rather waste my Monster Reborn over this guy. Because, you know, it's something that you need, since Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon can also help revive your other dragons, any of your other dragons. We got Swords of Revealing Light, just to give me time. We got a Stamping Destruction, which helps me, of course, with the Red Eyes archetype. Red Eyes are mainly about life point damaging, and Stamping Destruction helps me with that. Speaking of life point damaging, 2 copies of Inferno Fireblast, Claw of Hermos, which we'll get to that later. We got 2 Red Eyes Insights, Cards of the Redstone, to help me Foolish Burial and Search at the same time, and that is that is a good way to help you if you have a deck that has over 50 cards. And Red Eyes Transmigration, 3 copies of Red Eyes Fusion. We got a Polymerization, just one of them. I only have one, since, well, it's goddamn hard to find. We got a Return of the Red Eyes, 3 copies of Red Eye Spirit, Draining Shield, Magic Cylinder, Red Eyes Burn, which, of course, I'm missing a 2nd copy, Fiendish Chain to help me lock effects, Mirror Force, and a Red Eyes Fang with Chain for trap cards. That's it for for the Red Eyes main deck and the spells and stuff. Now we got, for extra deck, we got Meteor Black Comet Dragon, your boss monster in the deck. Its older counterpart, Meteor Black Dragon, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, the classic Black Skull Dragon, Red Eye Slash Dragon, which I do like both of them. This one has more attack points. This one has more burn damage of power anyway. So if you're going to ask which one do I like more, either, you know, even though I mainly use this most of the time, mainly because of its graveyard effect, and yeah, we'll get to that later. We got Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, which I do use that for Claw of Hermos. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which this card, you need this card for a Red Eyes deck, or any fusion deck whatsoever, especially if most of your fusions are dark. So you can use other ones anyway, since this card is bloody great. So yeah, because it's like, you know, when I play my Red Eyes deck, sometimes I'm like, oh, I only have this Black Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Black Chick in the grave. But if I have my Polymerization card, I can make Starving Venom, which that helps the Red Eyes deck a lot. So I'm glad that I have this in my Red Eyes deck. For Xyz monsters, we got Dart Rebellion Xyz Dragon. You did remember me using that when I was battling Kane. And it's also, yeah, Kane's favourite Dimension Dragon. I got this from, I did get this from my friend Kane anyway. Which thanks a lot, Kane. You're an awesome friend. We got is Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, which this card I got out of a pack myself, and this is the ultimate rare print, as you can see. Pretty cool. So that's all for now, since even though this guy is really amazing, if you're like battling a player that will just take a 10-minute turn where they would just activate like every single effect like in a single second. So it's like, okay, I'll send to this graveyard, blah, 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 and it's just a 5-minute combo. Yeah, this kind of stops and locks their way, since it's a life point, since this is like bloody Satan. And this is why I love this card. Out of my 2 favorite Xyzs, this guy wins. We got is for Synchros, we got Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, and Stardust Dragon. These are mainly helping me with negating effects, and yeah, you did see my Cosmic Flare card. These guys are just amazing cards. This one helps me like against Mad Raigeki users or anything like that. Yeah, Clear Wing and Crystal Wing helps me outmuscle any really annoying monsters that I can't destroy, such as, Crystal Wing helps me attack and destroy monsters such as Cyber Darkness Dragon, with the included field spell, Cyber Dark Inferno, and Egyptian guard cards such as Obelisk or Cypher or Ra. I can also use it against Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, which is a card that I really don't like. Oh god. Yeah, this guy is amazing. This card is amazing. Anyway, for links, we just got 2 of them. We got a Deco Talker and an Underclock Taker, which this guy helps weakens. This guy gives you more extra deck summoning, which is what I love about these cards. Even though sometimes I don't really link summon, sometimes I do, but, that's just me, really. Now, with our Meteor Black Dragon, this is one of my favorite combos of, Meteor Black Dragon to Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I remembered doing this awesome combo by, say, when it gets sent to the graveyard, I can, say, summon one of its fusion materials, such as, we'll just grab out Meteor Dragon, and if I had Flame Veil Guard in my hand, and a Silver's Cry in my hand, this allows me to, since Meteor Black Dragon gets sent to the graveyard, I'll bring back Meteor Dragon, and I'll normal summon Flame Veil Guard, tune Flame Veil Guard with Meteor Dragon, and make a Clear Wing, and then Silver's Cry, Clear Wing, with Flame Veil Guard, to make Crystal Wing, which is pretty cool. This is why Crystal Wing is the best way to summon Crystal Wing in a Red Eyes deck. So you can get a strong monster out even when you're in tough positions, which I'm always in tough positions. It's a pretty hard deck to use, but it's a fun deck when you get the hang of it. With, of course, Stardust Dragon, I can just go, simply tune Flame Veil Guard with my Red Eyes Black Dragon, and to make Stardust Dragon, even though Stardust Dragon's my favorite synchro monster, even though he's my extra deck signature card, and so this is my main deck anyway, signature card, which these guys are pretty good. And as for another good way to play out Meteor Black Comet Dragon is I can do Meteor Black Comet Dragon, and I can bring out a Genomai to bring out Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, and if I have an extra Red Eyes Fusion, it gives me a higher chance and a better chance to summon Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, which is another good thing about my Meteor Black Comet Dragon is it helps me with a lot of fusion options, and this is why it's my favourite fusion monster. Second favourite will have to be either Black Dragon Sword or Starving Venom, which Red Eye's Black Dragon Sword gives some of your monsters a Buster Blader effect. And I normally do is use the Red Eye's Black Dragon Sword with Lord of the Red, since Lord of the Red, when it gets equipped by the Red Eye's Black Dragon Sword, every time when a card effect has been activated, I can destroy any card I want, thanks to a Lord of the Red's effect, and this keeps triggering the effect. So when I summon a monster, a dragon, or send a dragon in the graveyard, this triggers the effect, and that effect triggers Lord of the Red's effect, which is a pretty good way for me to take out really strong monsters as well. So, yeah, besides Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, yeah, using the Red Eye's Black Dragon Sword helps me with that as well. Which is what I really love about this deck, is you get so many good options. You can have so many other play options. It's a amazing card. And, you know, I'm not building a Blue Eyes deck myself. I do own a Blue Eyes deck, but I don't really care about that deck. In all seriousness. But I think it is an amazing card. And I just love this deck a lot. And I'm very glad about it. I did put a lot of my good effort in this deck since, well, no one uses Red Eyes that much, and I mainly play Blue Eyes. But I play Red Eyes. The other people think, you know, oh, why would you play Red Eyes when you got Blue Eyes? Or Light Swans, or Six Samurai, or Gem Knights, or whatever. I don't run these decks. I just like the Red Eyes more. So, yeah, I hope you guys love this deck, and I'm glad that you guys can actually yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, another thing I forgot. Oh dear. There's so many things to say about this deck. Yeah, another thing. One of my, the main body of the deck is actually, yeah, just to let you know that the main body of my Red Eyes deck is, of course, Darkness Metal Dragon. And since, you know, yeah, I did tell you about the Monster Reborn thing, why I use this. You know, if I had a choice between Monster Reborn Crystal Wing or Darkness Metal Dragon, I'd rather Monster Reborn Darkness Metal Dragon and use Darkness Metal Dragon's effect to bring back Crystal Wing. Or any of my good monsters, such as this, or this. So yeah, I hope you guys like the deck, and yeah, it's a fun, competitive Red Eyes deck, and I will catch you next time. Until now, stay fresh. Alright, stay fresh, everyone.